She was so young, the cause of death has not been immediately released. Now, I'm not really that familiar with her. This struck my interest because I remember we just talked about the movie Bachelor Party when we were talking about Tom Hanks. But I don't know a lot of her work in these music videos. I see that she became the video vixen. She appeared on the cover of 2 albums for Rat, and she starred in several music videos for Whitesnake, hence the music.
This is the classic video that she is known for.
I know.
Doing the cartwheels over the 2 muscle cars that are in the video. Just, yes.
I like it. When I hear the song, the only thing I can think about is that Geico ad where the guy is singing the song in his pants.
You remember what former Major League player she was married to?
Oh, it was a pitcher.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, I know.
Chuck Finn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was
I
really
don't know
good.
because I have it right in front of me. I'm like, oh, I can find that.
He was really good for a while. All right, thank you very much, Heather. Coming up next, the Red Wings. The season is over. Do they need a new coach? 248-539-9797.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Pro basketball playoffs about a week away. Looking at the latest title odds, money has come in on Brooklyn recently, dropping its odds from plus 240 to plus 200. Then it's the defending champs, the LA team in purple and gold, at plus 350, followed by the other LA team at plus 550. Utah up next to plus 700, Milwaukee right behind at plus 750. But how about Philadelphia at plus 1200? Looks like Brooklyn and Milwaukee would meet each other in the second rounds of the playoffs. Well, Philly should have an easy ride to the Eastern Conference Finals. So if you're looking to bet an NBA champion and you want to get away from Brooklyn and go with the team in the East, take a look at Philly at plus 1200. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21 and playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Small businesses are always looking to educate themselves on the best ways to have meaningful interactions with their customers. That's why Dell Technologies assembled an all-star lineup of podcasters to create this year's virtual conference. To share advice and inspiration for small businesses, Dell Technologies is here to help safeguard your business with modern devices and Windows 10 Pro, providing relevant content for your business's success. Follow along with all episodes of the Dell Technologies Small Business Podference on the Odyssey app, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
Attention, Michigan. Do you really want to do it all? But it's not so good. But you still want money on your trade. But you still can't afford a large down payment. It's time to bring your butts to a Monday land. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sounds crazy, right? Well, the crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-885-8100. 800-885-8100. 800-885-8100.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
Is that a Q2 or Q3 that's been
Dwayne's CPA went MIA. To keep his books and his sanity, he needs to find a replacement ASAP.
Hey, John, have you ever heard of a fungible good?
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job
criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Picaro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbthealth.com.
Radio.com is now Odyssey. Download the Odyssey app and listen to 97 Moment Ticket and all the sports, news, music, and podcasts that move you. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Tony and Jensen.
97.1 tickets. We should find out maybe as early as today, definitely by the end of the week. So, whether the Red Wings are going to go in a different direction with head coach Jeff Blashill or offer him a new contract. He's been with the team for 6 years. He's the only coach currently in Detroit to have won a playoff game.
So that was his first year?
His first year, they were 1-4 in the playoffs. His overall record, not including the postseason, a robust 172, 221, and 62. But to be completely fair, the roster has been garbage. Ken Holland left him a lot of garbage, and it's taking a long time to clean up the mess. That's what Steve Yzerman's job is. So I'm not sure if Scotty Bowman in his prime was the head coach of this team. They would make the playoffs to be that much better. They probably would be better, but how much, I don't know. So it's tough to sit there and say, well, they need to fire Jeff Blashill. Here's the reason that I think they're going to keep him and offer him like a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
But I would make a change, and here is why. It's simple. And look, once again, it's not all his fault, right? And it's 2 words, John. It's power play. Last year it stunk, I believe. This year they had the 30th power play in the league out of 31 teams, scoring 11.4% of the time. They're the worst offense in the league. Now, look, they had injuries. Granted, Bertuzzi got hurt early. Larkin got hurt late. But Larkin really was not that much of a scoring threat when he got hurt this time anyway. I'll give him this. His favorite phrase, compete level, was much better this year. Defensively, they were much better. They were, more efficient in the defensive zone. But their goaltenders, for the most part, Bernier and Grice, especially Grice lately, in the last part of the season, Bernier early, really bailed them out. I mean, their record, if it wasn't for the goaltender, would have been much worse, which would have been great in the long run, but that's another story. And here's the other thing. I just think it's time. Because a lot of these guys, don't forget, he coached them, some of them, I'm not exactly sure how many, in Grand Rapids, when he was the head coach there, when they won a championship and reached the conference finals one year in Grand Rapids. I just think it's time for a new voice.
Do you think it's time now, or is it time in a year?
Well, if they decide to keep him, it's not one of these, oh my God, how are they doing this? I understand both sides. But I know Steve Yzerman is very patient and he works out of fear. But hypothetically, let's say he does, long for Gerard Gallant or Lane Lambert or anybody else. And he's sitting there, well, if I wait and next year goes how it probably is expected to go, with improvement, but we're not going to probably make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I decide to make a change after 7 years, the guy I want's not there.
Might not. The guy he wants now might not be there. The guy he wants then
may not be there.
May not be there, but may be there.
Well, you have guys who are available right now that,
yes,
like I mentioned, Gallant, Lambert is a assistant with the Islanders New Hampshire. And I don't know. I just think it's time. Maybe it's just it's the fan in me. And obviously, it's nothing personal. Jeff Blashill is a great guy. It's just they're so blah.
They are definitely that. But when you look at just the improvement this year, I mean, and what was it they had last year? 71 games, and they only had 39 points this year in 56 games. They ended up with 48, and you could see whether it was Zadina, Rasmussen, Ronek, you could see improvement in some of those guys, and obviously acquiring a younger player in Jacob Vrana. Now you can start to see some of it to do with Blashill will again
Fit the plan.
yeah, it will, it'll give you a little bit more clarity on what his plan is. And I guess my question is for our listeners too, and for you, you've seen 2 years now of Steve Yzerman, and you're starting to understand his plan. If he keeps Blashill, do you approve of the plan? And are you on board? Or if he keeps him, do you start to raise that, do questions start to be raised of, I don't know if I'm in for this plan. I'm all in for the
I'm
Yzerman
in for
plan.
the plan. The coach, to me, believe it or not, I don't think it makes that much of a difference because it's all about the talent.
It is, but he's also developed a lot of great talent. I mean, no, hold on. Let me go back. He's developing some good talent.
Yeah, like Rasmussen has gotten better. You know, some of these guys have gotten better.
And
Some of
he
these
did it
some of these
without
guys-
Larkin. He's done it without Bertuzzi. Mantha is gone. Fabry.
Part of the reason maybe him too.
Yes, and maybe he does need to be gone. I just,
Look, I don't think he needs to, but if you're asking me, I think this is the time. When you had, look, you're going to have another season of young players on this team, you know, because Sider will probably be on the team, and you would assume Leno will be with the team most of the season, if not all of it, hopefully.
so if it is going to be young, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Is the improvement that you've seen in some of the young talent on the team enough for you to say I'm willing to sacrifice not necessarily wins, but I'm willing to accept that Blashill can develop this young talent
You need a little
for another year?
He just doesn't have that.
I need another year of evidence of that.
He doesn't have the resume that. I mean, he's been here 6 years.
Right, it's enough.
Very
isn't it?
likable guy. I mean, come on. At some point, 172 wins in 455 games.
Yeah.
Who else keeps their job doing that?
Well, we've already seen two guys get the axe. Who was it?
Tortorella's gone.
Yes, and there was
I
one.
know I don't want him.
What you have to ask yourself, if only Steve